Hi guys, my name is Rahul. Today I'm going to talk about the new movie Twisters. So this is supposed to be a standalone sequel to the original Twister. I'm one of the guys who really like the original Twister, and I have so much interest in this movie because it's been a while we had a disaster style movie. It has been lacking in that department. We movies are not coming in the saturation of superheroes and a lot of other type of movies. The destruction or the disaster movies has taken a step back. So this is why I was so much interested in this movie. So also there was Glenn Powell, who is actually the next or the rising superstar right now. I expect him to be a much bigger superstar in the coming years. So that is also there. And also when the this kind of movies, disaster movies happen, it will have great visuals and good use of VFX, and moreover there will be great sound. So when movie like Twister, I expect it to have great sound, especially in an Atmos OD. So I was very much looking forward to this movie, and I know that this movie was shot in 70 so there will be, it looks great, but there will be the film grain there. So some people might be annoyed by the film grain, but for me, film grain is nice if it is not overdone. Sometimes other movie makers actually add grain to make it look like it was shot on film, but this movie actually was shot on film. So that is kind of the basic thing. And saying it is a sequel, I don't think there is any connection between the both of them, but there are some kind of references to the first movie. Even if you ask me, I don't even notice these things. I was just enjoying the movie. So straight up I'm going to say this, I actually like this movie. I'm not saying that this is one of the terrific movies I have watched or anything like that, but as a summer blockbuster, it was a fine movie. I kind of enjoyed it. The main reason to enjoy this movie is because of the, as I said, the sound. It was so good in atmosphere. You have to feel the sound really here. If you ask me, this movie is made for Atmos like screen, not like IMAX, because IMAX cannot reproduce the immersive or spatial sound like Atmos, and this is why this movie makes so much sense in Atmos. So in one or two scenes, we can see that the vehicle or the protagonist of the movie characters are in the middle of the storm happening, and you can see that storm is surrounding you in the surrounding speakers. Also, it is also on the top layer of speakers, and you can feel you are in the middle of the action, and this is so great. I have to emphasize on sound. If you really like sound, enjoy want the sound of the movie, this is one of those movies you shouldn't be missing in cinemas. And I can guarantee you, you cannot get this sound in your home. I can guarantee you that. And the movie actually looks good because it was shot on film, maybe because it has this rustic look, and the grain actually adds to the flavor to the movie. And so was the CGI and VFX, because it has so much, it was so much shot practically. The VFX just add to the effect, and it looks really good. So it's not like it look like fake, it's completely shot on green screen. You will not feel like that. I'm not saying that you 100% this is shot real. I mean, nobody can 100% show a like the tornado or storm, right? But it looks so real, so that also adds to the effect. Then the performance is also nice. Actually, the heroine of the movie, she actually was really nice. I mean, she looks good, of course, but in terms of acting, she actually brought some emotional thing because of her performance. And I'm saying this, I will say in the negative part why I say this like this, because her performance actually adds to this movie. Then Glenn Powell is like the your hero of the movie, but he is not actually the hero. The heroine is the main character here. He's actually you can call him a side character, but he actually brings the energy this movie needs, and he's nice. And he's also in the ending of the movie or the last part, he actually kind of, you know, low down his energy and shows he has his range a little bit. But it is not a really performance oriented role for both of them, I guess. But whatever they have to do in this movie, they really did good. And you have to say, see, this is a summer blockbuster, so you have to understand it is not going to be some award winning performance by anyone or anything like that. They are adequate and actually really did well. and I really enjoy this movie. I think you should watch this movie in cinemas. And coming to the negative part, I think the writing is not that great. It's very surface level light writing the movie has. That's why I am praising the heroine's performance, because she had very little to get that emotional depth. But with her performance, she gives us some kind of gravitas to the emotional things she's going on. But I think the writing actually kind of little bit failed her, or the more everyone. So it is kind of surface level writing, but it is adequate for this kind of movies, if you ask me. Then there is the destruction thing, because this is a disaster movie. I expected a lot more destruction than what they shown. The main thing was the, I think, the second storm, I guess, the second real big storm hitting scene. They actually didn't show it much. It destroys a village, and if you ask me, I am in this movie actually to see that destruction. I mean, it's kind of sadistic if you ask me, but I'm really in this movie for that. But they only show the aftermath, not how the storm destroys this village. And I know why they show that, because they want their third act to look so brilliant, so great. It make it you get everything on the third act. But for that they were like subduing this thing, and I'm not fan of that, because they should have shown a little bit of that destruction, because people are there for a little bit for that, right? So they have to show. I'm not saying that it's a complete negative thing, but you have to understand they are not there. It's not enough destruction, if you ask me, for a disaster movie. So that's about it. I don't think there is not much negative like that. It's just a basic summer blockbuster movie, and I really enjoyed it. If you ask me, I am ready to watch it again in a Atmos screen again. So I hope some of you guys have already watched this. If you have watched this, if you have enjoyed this, you should comment about uh, your opinion about this movie. And I think you guys should watch this movie in cinemas, because this week Deadpool and Wolverine is coming. So I don't think it is going to just does not have might not have enough legs, because Deadpool and Wolverine will completely wash out this movie next week. So it's better to watch this movie right now when it has good screens. So beware of that. Keep that in mind. Okay. So try to watch this movie in this week itself. So thank you for watching this video. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.